From two Atlanta teenagers who loved doing donuts in the street, and a madman in a Chevy Impala who tried taking things off-road, to a biker who led the GSP on a wild chase through Fulton County, and much more. Here are the top 10 Georgia police chases caught on camera.
They're northbound Metro across 81st. Westbound on Perkinson Road.
It was July 31st of 2021. Trooper Allen with the Georgia State Police was patrolling outside of Atlanta when he noticed smoke rising from an intersection up ahead. He sped up to investigate, only to find a black and yellow Chrysler 300 doing donuts under the lights. Trooper Allen flipped on his lights and sirens, causing these donut-loving teenagers to speed away.
1080 southbound on Jonesboro. Paul Frank Henry 3677. PFH 3677.
Line, I'll call it for you. Got yellow racing stripe, black car yellow racing stripe. We are crossing over Brownsville. Calling in 738 southbound. The Chrysler 300. Maryland.
Watch out for the stop traffic.
We're across Harbor Road. Some traffic. He's on the road. Good. No traffic. That green line right here across Middle Constitution. Still on Delmore Road.
The suspects tried losing police by taking tight turns and driving on the wrong side of the road. Unfortunately for them, dense traffic allowed the police to close the gap every time. Their hearts were racing, and panic was about to force them into several bad decisions. Watch as they jump a curb to cut through a parking lot. The video game-style shortcut costs them more than a tire. It costs them the whole chase.
We got traffic here at the light. He went through the parking lot and he's showing uniform metropolitan. We got to cut through the parking lot, north on Metro. One tire down, one tire down. Up and under 85, northbound on Metropolitan. They're northbound Metro across 85. Westbound on Perkinson Road. They're westbound on Ferguson for Metro. Crossing Quaker.
Two flat tires, yeah.
They're crossing Quaker Street on Metro for Ferguson going north there. Bush bonds, white male, low haircut, dark complected, white shirt. We're crossing over Avery Road. We're crossing over Avery Road.
Oh, get on the highway, bitch. I dare you. Oh, you don't up now.
We are turning right onto the connector.
Can't do it right now.
We're turning right onto the connector. Left lane, we're going 75, 85 north, past the 166.
We're on 166.
On the connector north, 166. We're going about 80. Setting up for a bid, 42, good attempt. Failed. Setting up again, we're crossing under Pryor Road. He's going to try to pin him again. They're northbound, approaching fire, and it's up for a second bid.
Good. Put it out.
It's successful, big 50.
While one officer chased the driver, another went after the young passenger. Unfortunately, we can't find much more information about their case, likely because both suspects were minors at the time. It's a shame when two young kids throw everything away over something so trivial. The donuts would have earned them a minor citation. Now, they're looking at felony charges that could stick with them for the rest of their lives. It was January 2nd of 2023. Every cop in Fulton County, Georgia was out looking for 19-year-old Matthew Gaskins. He'd already spent the end of 2022 hiding from the state police, who wanted him for a string of crimes including fraud, theft, and aggravated assault. Finally, GSP troopers honed in on Gaskins' last known address. They arrived around 10:35 a.m. to find the wanted man fleeing in a stolen Jeep Cherokee. They should have known he wouldn't go down without a fight. As our officer caught up, Matthew decided to take the chase through a narrow apartment complex. Luckily, our officer was familiar with the area and knew a shortcut to put him back in the chase. After several weeks on the run, it was finally time for Matthew to face the music. He was arrested for a laundry list of crimes related to this chase and other charges between 4 different jurisdictions. He's lucky he didn't touch any of those downed power lines when police ripped him from the car, as if he wasn't already in for a shock when he got to jail. On July 16th of 2024, Sergeant Isaac with the Clayton County Sheriff's Office spotted a white 2011 Chevy Impala making several erratic and improper lane changes. He and Sergeant Lamb attempted to pull the Chevy over, but the driver decided he wanted some Burger King instead. Felony charges must have been added to the value menu that week.
Burger King, right here at Smith Street and Terra.
They're taking off all PD.
Affirmative. You making a right turn. Get back on Terra Boulevard. We'll be going northbound. It's gonna be a white Impala. Speeds will be 105 right now. Coming up to North Avenue.
Jonesboro Road, Citizens Public. 1640, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm close. Highway 138. Taking a right on North Ave. A right on North Ave from South Boulevard, eastbound North Ave, South Boulevard. Speed is 42. Please no traffic. Left turn, Fayetteville. Left turn, Fayetteville. Gonna be northbound, Fayetteville. North Ave.
I'm about to put your car in the ditch. You better pull over. I'm about to put you into a tree. You better pull over.
Gonna be occupied. One black male, white t-shirt. With facial hair. The Georgia. Gillette County today. Made a right on Dixie Drive. South 138.
That too.
Dead end, Dixie Drive. 40. Still going. It'll be 138 now. Tire damage at the Southern Drive. Eastbound 138. And by the distance. He recovered. It'll be northbound. Don't go hold from Highway 138. Northbound. Don't go hold from 138.
Hey, watch out. Let me get him again. Watch out.
It's light storage. Don't go home.
The driver, later identified as James Mason, was arrested and charged with reckless driving, fleeing and eluding, along with several other traffic violations. Police also detained his passenger, but the man was released after further questioning. We're guessing he had nothing to do with Mason's crimes, or at least the police couldn't prove his involvement. On March 8th of 2020, employees at the Forsyth County Walmart called the sheriff's office to report a shoplifting incident. When police arrived, they spotted 37-year-old Stephen Hutchins speeding out of the parking lot in his U-Haul truck. They pursued him up the highway, at which point Stephen looked like he would pull over. Police surrounded his car and drew their weapons. That's when Stephen decided that running was the better option.
Hard drive.
Forsyth County Sheriff's deputies tried to box Stephen in. They successfully spike-stripped the truck, causing the front right tire to shred and roll off. Now that he's racing against time, Stephen starts using the U-Haul as a weapon. Stephen loses steam once he turns off the highway. His truck only lasts another mile before it crashes into a grassy median, prompting our shoplifter to take off on foot. Police chased Stephen across the street and arrested him after a quick game of ring around the parked car. Spectators clapped and cheered for Forsyth County deputies as they walked Stephen across the street in cuffs. He was ultimately charged with shoplifting, fleeing and eluding, aggressive drinking, and driving with a suspended license. He was held on roughly $35,000 bond, though it's unclear what happened to him after that. Some criminals never learn. On September 25th of 2022, multi-time felon Rashamel Howard decided to get drunk and drive his mom's Chevy Malibu like a madman through Savannah. Meanwhile, a GSP trooper was stationary outside a Marathon gas station on Pennsylvania Avenue. He observed Rashamel doing 55 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. His speed quickly increased to 62 when he realized he had just raced by a cop. He decided to risk it all and run from the police. And he almost paid the ultimate price.
Through the parking lot, Bubba's calling.
In slow motion, you can see where Rashamel's car does a full barrel roll as it scrapes against the guardrail and catches fire. For a moment, our officer was afraid that Rashamel had been ejected from the vehicle. He raced over to check, only to find him passed out in the driver's seat. Thankfully, Rashamel came to, and police quickly pulled him from the burning car. That's when they noticed the pungent stench of alcohol on his breath. He denied drinking at first, but then slurred something about his mother not wanting him to drive her car drunk. Upon searching the vehicle, police found a handgun that was turned over to Savannah PD. They also learned that Rachamel had an extensive criminal history, including burglary. Within the Atlanta Police Department is a branch called the Auto Crimes Enforcement Unit, or ACE. ACE officers are trained to investigate car-related crimes, especially car theft and carjacking. On February 1st of 2025, ACE officers in Atlanta were alerted to a black Toyota wanted in connection with a recent armed robbery. 2 officers found the vehicle and pulled it over, but these armed robbers weren't about to go quietly.
Hey, radio standby.
You went left on Dodson? 2619 Dodson, 2619 Dodson. Fleeing.
Alright, we're southbound. Stand by for a second.
Say you're southbound Fairville. Radio attempted pit. We're still southbound. We're going to be in front of the Georgia International Convention Center. Show on name. 16 alcohol. 16 alcohol. Show on name.
Front of the convention center on Main.
16 alcohol. 16 alcohol.
Front of the convention center on Main.
16 alcohol. 16 alcohol. What? Stand by. Hold the felony. Do not rush it. Hold the felony. Do not rush it.
Do not rush it.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground right now.
I got driver, I got driver.
Where you got him?
The suspects were later identified as Datavius Waller and Juwan McKinnon, both 34 years old. They were taken to a local hospital for treatment and then swiftly booked into Fulton County Jail. According to the ACE unit, the suspects were arrested within 30 minutes of committing the initial crime.
Get off the bike! Get off the bike! Get off the bike and get off! Get off the bike and get off! Get down!
Don't let Mr. Alexander Aldridge fool you. He claims he didn't know the police were behind him even after he led them on a 15-minute pursuit up the interstate. In reality, he was driving on a suspended license and actively avoiding a bench warrant out of Fulton County. For some reason, he thought it was wise to blow by GSP Trooper Freeman at over 100 miles per hour. Now let's see how many charges Alexander adds to his rap sheet during this high-speed chase.
740 Atlanta, 10:30. You have a motorcycle that's going at 400 miles an hour, 75 northbound, coming past University Avenue. In lane 2.
Yeah, 4 is the topic.
That's negative. African American male wearing all black. Hold on, boss visual. He's in lane 2. Going past I-5 connector, Abernathy.
Okay, are you in the 1080 or are you not in the 1080?
Show me 1080.
Calling in 10-3 and 33 this time.
He's swerving in and out of traffic. He could go I-20.
Clear, going in and out of traffic.
Looks like he's going I-20. He's going to go I-20 westbound or eastbound. Stand by. He's going westbound. Going westbound.
Copy, going west.
of traffic. You're refusing to stop.
So you're going in and out of traffic.
On I-20 at Lee Street.
Cop 20 on Lee Street.
You could be slowing down. Stand by. We're still rolling. Coming up on Lee Street.
They're still rolling, coming up on Lee. Minus, let me out. What is it? 1080. What you guys is it? 47. You signal that he's about to pull over, but about to make a left right here on Lee. So you're making a left on Lee.
Taking right on Oak Street. Keep going to the parking lot.
He's going. He's not stopping. I'm going to the mall, Lenny. West End Mall, making a right on RDA.
So you're making a right on RDA, going past West off.
Going back, gonna be going north on Lee.
So you're northbound Lee Street.
Going back eastbound on 20.
Alexander must have figured the highway was his best bet, knowing he could weave between cars while Trooper Freeman had to play it safe. Let's see how well that theory holds up as police try to close the gap.
Past Moreland now.
Yep. 793 Atlantic. Did you say it's fire helicopters up?
You're gonna be passing main and Terrace now.
They're passing in there.
Passing Glenwood.
They're passing the water.
Coming up on Flat Road, about to pass Flat Road.
They're passing Flat Road.
I believe he's trying to get off that Flat Road.
Clear.
Passing Flat Shows down.
Right.
Gonna be passing Gresham.
Passing Gresham.
In the end, Trooper Freeman's worst enemy was his gas tank. He was running on empty when the chase began and wound up stranded on the side of the road while Alexander sped away. Thankfully, Trooper Smith wasn't far behind and kept pace until Alexander finally gave up.
Tag number X-Ray Lincoln 032 XL 0342 XL 0342 left lane.
What's your next secondary?
He's gonna take Jonesboro Road, taking Jonesboro Road exit. taking a right, going northbound on Jonesboro Road. Right.
Stay right.
He's going slow down. Pull over. He's stopping. He's stopping. Get off the bike. Get off the bike. Get off the bike and get off. Get off the bike and get off. Get down. Okay. Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. What'd I do? What did you do? What did I do? I don't know. What do you think? I wasn't wrong. I didn't know y'all were chasing me. I didn't know nobody behind me. Can I take it off? Yeah, we'll get it off. I didn't know y'all were behind me. I didn't know y'all were behind me. All right.
Alexander claims he didn't know the police were chasing him. Anybody with two eyes can tell he's full of it. Let's revert to this moment when Alexander clearly saw Trooper Smith behind him. He even gestures to our officer before leaning forward and hitting the throttle. In the end, Alexander was charged with fleeing, reckless driving, driving on a suspended license, and driving with suspended tags. February 26th of 2023, Henry County, Georgia. GSP Trooper Williams was on a routine patrol when an urgent call came in from the Henry County Sheriff's Office. Deputies were in hot pursuit of an orange Dodge Challenger fleeing north on I-75. Trooper Williams flipped on his lights and sirens and raced to get ahead of the chase. He positioned himself on the split and waited patiently for their 25-year-old suspect, Nathan James, to speed right by him. Nathan continued driving like a maniac, weaving through cars and putting everyone's life at risk. Police needed to end this before somebody got seriously injured or worse.
Pit.
Nathan tried running across the freeway on foot, but police officers quickly swarmed and arrested him. It's unclear what he was charged with, but it was likely along the lines of reckless driving and felony fleeing. The next time he runs from the police, he probably won't do so in a bright orange sports car. November 26th of 2023 was just another day on the job for GSP trooper Nick Guerra. He was patrolling in Cherokee County when he spotted a silver Hyundai Santa Fe doing 75 in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. According to the tags, this vehicle had a history of running from the GSP. Trooper Guerra whipped around and quickly caught up with the suspect. He watched as the driver rapidly accelerated and blew through multiple traffic lights. He was making a beeline for the highway, but grossly misjudged his turn onto the on-ramp.
I'll send about with this time and I'll take the lead wrong for this time. Clear, I'll come up to the right.
The driver, later identified as 35-year-old Demetrius Rumpf, met the business end of a police taser after a short foot chase. Our officers later learned that he had multiple warrants out for his arrest and had recently fled on foot from the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. If we slow the video down right here, you can see where Demetrius nearly ended this officer's life. Thankfully, the deputy was able to run after him and walked away after this incident with only a few minor bruises. In the end, Demetrius was charged with aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer, attempting to elude police, and reckless driving. Police also found drugs in the car, which added possession of a Schedule I narcotic to his growing list of charges. It was February 7th of 2022, around 1:45 p.m. A GSP trooper was driving south on I-85 when he spotted a dark Chevy Malibu approaching from behind at a high rate of speed. His radar clocked the Chevy going over 90 at a 70-mile-per-hour zone, and our trooper quickly initiated a traffic stop. The driver pulled over to the left shoulder and seemed willing to speak with police. However, she did not have her license or any type of ID. When asked to write her name down, she wrote Coriana Lewis. Our trooper, suspecting the driver was lying to him, ran her alleged name through his computer. The photo he got back was not the woman he was just speaking to. To his credit, he gave the girl another chance to come clean. She simply didn't take it. Instead, she stepped on the gas and fled the scene, leading our trooper on this high-octane chase through dense traffic. The woman managed to pull away, but our trooper wasn't about to back off. He eventually caught up as the suspect approached a line of school buses. He knew he had to end this chase ASAP before any little kids got hurt. With the driver door pinned, our officer went around and forced the suspect out through the passenger window. He later learned that her license had only recently been suspended. She ran because she thought there was a warrant out for her arrest. She would have gotten an easy ticket if she had just told the truth. Now she's going to jail with felony charges while her car catches fire in the street. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.